Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon from here. Today is Monday, the day of our sit at home. Thank you for joining this live broadcast. My name is Kelechi Ambrose, and I welcome you to this special broadcast. We actually have been, dealt with and then experiencing some things that have been touching us and affecting our people. And basically, the broadcast today is focusing on what is going on in our land and the situation, report. Today is the 19th day of September, which is a Monday, 2022, and today is the sit at home day in which we are protesting the extraordinary rendition of our leader, Mazin Abdekano, and at the same time making a decision through a sit at home referendum that we actually are exiting Nigeria. Also today we are also marking, this is the second day that the second day which of course we experience although bombardments from the air, also bombardment from the air, from the land, and shops, businesses of our people destroyed, lives lost, markets, the market of these places actually bombarded, and then critically our people have been displaced. Some of them are homeless, some of them are being raped, some of them have been killed, some of them have been set to hunger, and of course they have lost their businesses, they have lost valuable things. And reports are coming in. We're receiving more reports of the situation, of the things that are going on, and the evil being committed. And the so-called politicians from BIAFRA land are the ones actually motivating giving the morale to the zoo government or the caliphate to actually do this kind of thing to the people. I can just wonder at what wickedness these people are operating on, the level of wickedness they're operating on. And the important thing here we have to know is that And our people are still, some of our people are still being very foolish and stupid. Because I've been looking at the social media and going through it. Of course, some of you can testify that most of our people are still concentrating in the attitude of still castigating and looking at the places where they shouldn't look at. Some of our people have made it a mandate that if it takes the killing of our people to spite Mazi Simon Ekpa, it is good for them. Some of our people have made it a point of duty of all they do is they don't look at the facts anymore. They don't look at what is happening to our people. They don't look at the situation going on in Biafra land. They are concerned about the what Simon Ekpa is doing and what Simon Ekpa is not doing. I don't understand the level of impunity and the level of wickedness in the minds of our people who have decided to make themselves an enemy of freedom. Decide to fight themselves. They don't know history. They don't understand history. They are so wicked. They have been filled with the depth of wickedness in their hearts that all they do is they are concerned about the evil. They are not concerned about the evil going on being perpetrated by the Nigerian government and the politicians within. They are concerned about the people who are fighting to make sure that we receive our freedom, we get our freedom, make sure that we exit Nigeria. Every strategy that Mazi Simon Ekpa has been, implementing are actually strategies that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself has declared by raising the dragon flag. And yet, you see these people who have told themselves that if it will take Mazi Simon Ekpa and the autopilot and mood to actually bring Biafra, they are going to actually make sure that Biafra does not come. And we have heard most of them say that over their dead body would Biafra come through Mazi Simon Ekpa. It is so evil and barbaric that our people prefer to destroy. The attitude, our people have this typical attitude. Some of our people, that it is better things get bad, things get destroyed, things get, to the bad point, rather than for them to actually get their freedom. And thank you so much. Good afternoon, um, Chiem. Okay, Chiem, thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Eze, Onyemechi. Good afternoon, Madam Adazayon. Thank you for joining. Obunike. Okay, Chiem Obunike. You're welcome. Thank you so much for that. I welcome you all. And yes, we are looking at it critically. Chiem says that you see those fighting Simon Ekpa. Okay, Eze says check that person very well. He or she might be half Fulani, half Biafran. Nandi. Aside being half Fulani and half Biafran, you will discover that because of the attitude, maybe it is poverty, maybe it is the wickedness, or maybe it is the evil spirit that gets into those people who have to be destroyed. Because whenever something is good are going to happen, there are people who are going to be possessed by demons to fight it. There are people who naturally will be possessed. They will do so grievous evil that you begin to wonder, where are these kinds of people coming out from? They will be so evil to themselves that they don't care dying, they don't care losing their families, they don't care losing what belongs to them, they don't care losing what is important to them. They prefer everything going down than for people to receive freedom. How can, for God's sake, in this critical situation that we're in, Simon Ekpa is doing everything that he needs to do to make sure that our people are free, and what our people are doing is castigating them. Go to one WhatsApp platform, go to Twitter, go to social Facebook, go to groups, Telegram, WhatsApp groups. You will see this set of people. All they are doing daily is castigating Mazi Simon Ekpa. In fact, I saw one this morning that was giving kudos to Barrister Ejiofor. Said while people like the filtrators, of course, that's what they call Simon Ekpa, and us that are in the autopilot team. They said the why Mazi Ejiofor is on ground. And what do they call on ground? Because he raised alarm on the fact that also he's been bombed. That is what they call being on ground. But look at the active actions being taken by Mazi Simon Ekpa and the autopilot mood team, all of that, and yet they are fighting this man. So what does that tell you? There is a great danger amongst these people, that we need to deal with these people and take every rubbish out of our space. Our Biafrans must understand that these enemies must be dealt with. Now, we are no more, because our people are dying, blood is being shed, people are being killed, people are losing their properties, people are losing their valuables every day. We are not going to tolerate this kind of nonsense anymore. We're not going to tolerate these people who have made themselves to become a stooge to our look at the picture behind me. This is the bombing of caused by the Nigerian military, infiltrated and filled with Boko Haram members. Look at how they destroy the shops. This is taken from the air side, from top. Now, if you go, typically, if you are in that scene, you will see the horror that our people have gone through. This is the bombing, all in the name of looking for Eastern Security Network to destroy. All in the name of looking for members of Eastern Security Network, because they know that no election in Biafra land stands, and it is coming to play, and it is coming clear to their eyes, and it must come to pass. They know that we are no more ready for election. They know that we're no more ready for anything that has to do with Nigeria. They know that we're no more ready for anything that Nigeria is involved in. We have come to end this impunity. Enough of the killings of our people, and we are ready to take it seriously and strongly this time around. We are going to stand tall, and we're going to make sure that Nigeria government and Nigeria, the Nigeria contraption goes down this 2023. They have killed our people. They have destroyed our people. They have destroyed their businesses, committing economic jihad against our people, committing political jihad against our people, committing genocide in our land, killing our people. The international community is pretending they're not seeing it. Everybody's behaving as if they're not seeing it. It's as if everything is just good. Life is going normally. All they're concerned about is Ukraine. All they're concerned about is Iraq. All they're concerned about is the places where they have their interest. They are concerned about all this, but West Africa, Black Africa, it's not their priority. And they're talking about human rights. They're talking about justice. They're talking about fairness in a world where fairness, justice, and good conscience is restricted to a pattern of interest. Where does that happen? In a world where interest defines justice, good conscience, where interest defines good conscience, where interest defines justice, where interest defines human rights, in a world where interest is what the people are after. The United States is there. They know what is going on in the zoo. They are killing our people. Nobody's saying anything. The UK, of course, is an accomplice. You can see the broadcast we did yesterday. In fact, in spite of the fact that we had the delegation of women in 1968, delegation of women who went to talk to the Queen, want to talk to her one-on-one, to make sure that they talk to her as a woman. They wanted to have the woman. They wanted to talk to her as a wife of a man. They wanted to talk to her as a mother of a people. They wanted to talk to her as the leader of the political nation, UK. They wanted to talk to her as the head of the Church of England. They tendered the issues, the economic blockade, the land, sea, and air blockade on Biafra land was killing millions of our children. Millions of them were dying. The woman who called herself the Queen of England, who has been taking the resources of the Biafra nation, taking our resources, couldn't do anything. She refused to attend to them. 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 As a mother, she refused to attend to them. As a leader of a political country like Britain, like UK, she refused to listen to them. She allowed our children to be killed. She allowed our mothers to be killed. Look at some of the gory pictures coming from that war. You will see a woman who is dried. She's breastfeeding. What is the baby sucking? The baby is dry. They are looking dry. Everybody's looking malnourished. Children are dropping dead. Things are going on. And yet a woman sat in UK, sat in Buckingham Palace, and refused to let them stop the air, sea, and land blockade. In fact, the British government of the United Kingdom was supplying Nigeria arms to bombard the rehabilitation camps that they were setting, or the IDP camps that they set up, and the welfare and humanitarian provisions that were made available to take care of these displaced people. The shops and the stores where these things were stored, they were bombarding those places. And now, see how far they are still going, killing our people. See what happened in Anambra yesterday and 2 days ago. See what is going on till today. They are still killing. They came to, where do you find this kind of evil? A country that is not at war, a country that says they are not at war, a country that says they want unity, a country that says they want people to be together, a country that says they have the interest of the people at heart. They come with helicopter gunships and begin to bomb ordinary civilians who are just doing their regular business. They were bombing, they were destroying, they are killing. We have records and information coming in. Biafrans, please, on your social media platforms, pick the videos, submit them. We are going to get it, because when we are coming out very strong this time around, and we will make sure that the government of Nigeria pays for this. Our men are agile. Our men are not dislodged. Our men are still intact. So killing innocent civilians does not change the fact that we are still going to get our freedom. But they have killed us enough. This time around, we are going to take it strongly. They are going to see how far we're going to come. Our men are strong and ready, waiting for the order to start the attack, and waiting for the order to defend our land and take our freedom. How can a country of people who say they have the good of the people in heart, all their concern is election, and they keep killing people, they keep maiming people, because they want to conduct election? There's something about that election that benefits them. That is why they want to keep that election. And that is what we want to end. That thing that benefits them, we want to end it. Because the election is giving them the leverage to punish the people, to keep the people in subjugation. And these politicians in our land who have all Jews Okalu, Hope Dinjo, and all the team of all these Biafra politicians, you are going to pay for this. Every of you keeping your mouth shut, keeping quiet. You are not saying anything. You are not acting. You are there. That means you are all accomplices. Because if you are the position of sitting at the political office, that is not, you are the number one in that particular state, and they are bombing, and the military is bringing helicopter gunships and armor tanks into the land of Biafra and bombing people, even if they are not from your state. As long as they are Biafrans, you are supposed to speak up. As long as you are not speaking up, you are part of it. That means we know that you are part of it, because you cannot protect your own interest against the interest of everybody. You cannot protect your interest against the interest of everybody. You cannot be concerned about what you think. As I said, MSC is last hope in this struggle. Yes, that is it. That is why, upon all the lies and blackmail going to him in DSS dungeon through those evil governors that hates Masamada Epa because of his stance. Now, let me tell you something. The evil that is going on, in fact, I don't want to be missing my words anymore, because I've come to understand that the legal team, the barrister Ejiofor himself, is an accomplice. Because he cannot tell me that he doesn't understand what is happening. He came out the other time and was hailing and I know that what they are feeding Onion in the cell is rubbish. They are misleading him. They are trying to mislead him, but they can't mislead him because Chukwu Okama is with him. Elohim is with him. He knows that something is wrong somewhere. The Spirit of God is upon him because God chose him for this mandate. He said, it is very sad that our forefathers passed through all this, and people they give birth are today not getting the point yet that needs to make their sufferingness to be in vain. Okay, their suffering to be in vain. Now, the suffering of our fathers, those children that have died through the war, those people that have been killed, those people that have suffered, those that were killed yesterday, even some people have been killed today, and they are still attacking and killing and maiming our people. Some of them are in jail right now. Their suffering will not be in vain. That is why, the more reason why we must do everything to exit this evil place, this evil forest called Nigeria. It is an evil forest. It is sucking the blood of our people. And people like Muhammad Abbas and Chike Dozim and co, who are accomplices, who have used themselves, who have made themselves available for these people to use, we are going to deal with them massively. No mercy this time around. We are going to take it blood for blood. We are going to take it death for death. And we will make sure that we eliminate Nigeria from the map of the world. They have done enough. They have killed enough. Some of you don't feel this pain because maybe somebody from your family is not yet dead because of this kind of evil. If somebody in your family, all these people who are going on social media, all they do is castigate Mazi Simon Ekpa instead of facing the fact and the things that are going on, because they are members of their families, their children, their wives, their husbands, their loved ones, their parents have not been killed by this evil. But today, I speak it, this Nigeria will happen to them. This Nigeria will happen to them. Their children, their wives, their family members will become victims of Nigeria. All these people who are moving around shouting Peter, they want election. They have despised the death of the people. There are people who have been killed. All these people who are going to send condolence messages to the house of to the United Kingdom for the Queen, because I think she has been buried already. She was buried about some hours ago. All these people who are sending condolences to them, all these people who are in our land, who are fighting our own people, fighting Mazi Simon Ekpa, fighting the autopilot mode, fighting us because we are fighting to get them free. This thing that happened in Olu will happen to them in 100-fold. The same people who are sponsoring them, the same people who are giving them the resources, the same people who are calling them to jeopardize and to become saboteurs, the same people who have contracted them to be saboteurs, their lives will be messed up by these same people. Their families will go down, their businesses will go down. Whether they are abroad, whether they are in UK, whether they are in Kuwait, whether they are in Germany, whether they are in wherever they are in the United States of America, wherever they are in the world, as long as you are part of those who have made yourself a material to be used by this evil government of Nigeria and the politicians in Biafra land to kill our people, to become a problem to Biafra, you will go down and your businesses, everything with you will end in shame. You will end in shame. See how our people are being killed because of some wicked idiots. Suddenly they have set up another security. If they are in control of ESN and they are truly in love with what is happening, they're truly in love with what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing, would they go and set another security outfit? Look at Soludo coming out to say that they have now repented, they are now working with him. And we are allowing this kind of thing to go on. We are going to end this once and for all. We have decided and we have come to end this once and for all. The ones you have killed, your lives will go down because of these ones you have killed. And these ones you have killed, their blood will speak and destroy your life from their graves. Or however you kill them, whether they were burned to ashes, whether they were buried, or whether they are not buried, or somehow, as much as you have allowed yourself to be an enemy, you will go down by this. We have suffered enough. Now we have all come out. Every Biafran, wherever you are, you have the video, you have the audio, you have everything material that you know that is coming from the enemy's camp. You have anything that is a proof of the death. You have the details, the names of those who have died, the names of those who we need to know, the pictures and all of the videos of those people who have been killed, their names, from where they are from. Please forward them to us. You can forward them to Mazi Simon Ekpa directly on his email, or you can forward them to us. And so that we can have these details. We need these details because every one of them, their families will be compensated as much as Biafra comes next year. Definitely they will be compensated because Biafra will come next year. It won't exceed 2023. By this time next year, we're already in Biafra and we have secured our land. You see these Fulanis, we are going to handle them. We're going to deal with them. That war they are brought into our land, that fight they are brought into our land, we are going to deal with them. We are going to show them that nobody has a monopoly of madness. We are going to show them that this madness they have brought into our land, we have it more than them. Because we are civil and decivilized, we are civilized and we are disciplined. Doesn't mean that we don't have madness. But if you think that you can come and start cutting the necks of our people or bombarding our people, and UK, the evil sucking country called UK, giving them weapons, giving them morale, boosting their morale, giving them weapons, giving them everything. The Queen died. She never apologized. That tells you that UK is not sorry for what they have done to us. UK is not sorry for what they have done to us. They are still sponsoring this caliphate to kill us because of what they want to steal. UK cannot survive us on its own. They survive by stealing, by plundering other people, by plundering Africa, by stealing our resources. UK cannot survive on their own. They have proven it over time. If we get our freedom and every nation decide to be on their own, UK will fall flat. And that is where God will take it. That is where God is taking it. Because they have done enough to kill our people. They have done enough to destroy our economy. They have done enough. How can we keep losing people? How can a people who call it, if it is not a barbaric people, if they are not barbaric, if they are not animals, bring helicopter gunships and come start bombing people in the marketplace, killing people? Look at the picture behind me. That is a picture from that place, from Osu. That is a picture that you're seeing. That place that looks like something got exploded and that place got consumed by fire. It is the bombardment of a so-called government that says it loves the people. What have these people done? Have you gone to Sambisa Forest to bomb like this? Have they gone to Sambisa Forest to bomb that place? They know the hideout of Boko Haram, ISIS. They know the hideouts of these criminals. They come to a community, a peaceful place, and bomb that place like this. See what they have done. Look at the picture behind me. That is just a picture. That's just a clip. People were. Do you think this kind of place will burn like this and people didn't die? Sambisa Forest is there. They can't go there to bomb it. They center all their military. They get evil people into the military. Call them repentant Boko Haram members. Bring them into the military. Send them to Biafra land. What nonsense is that? They send them to Biafra land, killing and maiming our people because they want to subjugate us, because they want. We are going to end this thing. We are going to end this thing. Enough is enough of this mess and of this rubbish. Mazi Simon Ekpa said it during the State of the Nation broadcast yesterday. We are no more. Every roadblock in Biafra land, military roadblock, every roadblock is banned according to how he has said it. Everything that is banned is banned. Ebago is banned, and this security outfit, this Nzama security outfit, is banned. We are going to make sure we avenge the death of these people that have been killed. The resources of these people that were burnt to ashes. We are going to avenge the death of all these people that have been killed. You cannot kill Biafrans. We don't forget and we don't forgive, because it is the way God wants it. When Israel wanted to go to the promised land and the people of Midian attacked them and made them fall through this, the advice of Balaam, when they entered into the promised land, even the Amalekites who attacked Israel when they were going to their way of the promised land, when they entered into the promised land, God told them, he told Saul, King Saul, the first king of Israel, he said, go and kill the Amalekites, kill everything, man and woman, kill everything and destroy everything. You know why? You don't touch the people of God and think you are going to survive and exist. Biafrans are the people of God, whether you like it or not. If you like, believe it. If you like, don't believe it. We are the people of God. We are, we have the root of David. We are from the source David. We are members of the son, the seventh son of David, which is God. We are his children. We are the children of Eri from God, the fifth son of Eri of God. We are the people of God. So we are the children of God. When you touch us, you have touched the apple of God's eyes. You have touched the apple of God's eyes. So anybody who thinks that they will toy with Biafrans and think because they want to come for jihad or they want to come and take our land, you can't take our land. 100 of UK cannot take our land. You can't extinguish Biafrans. You can't exterminate Biafrans. It's not possible. Just like the whole world ganged up against Israel, the nation of Israel is still there today. The nation of Israel is still there today and waxing stronger. In fact, all the technologies and the powerful inventions in the world today come from people who are Israelis. Whether they are Israeli Americans, Israeli, whatever, they are Israelis. They are Jews. Because you can't curse whom God has blessed. That's what the Bible says in the book of Numbers. You can't curse whom God has blessed. So Biafrans have been blessed. If you like, bring your helicopter gunships. If you like, you will go down. Every of their agents in our land will go down. You see, Ojo's or Kalu who's a danger or whatever it's called, and Umahi and all these people. Every of them will go down. Wike, all of them. All that rubbish he did in Obibo, he thinks he has gone free. He's now coming to talk, and all they do is talk and talk because they are drunkards and they are wicked souls. Their souls have been sold to them. They are not human beings. Those people are not human beings. They are not human beings. Their souls are soiled with evil. And you know what? We understand that. You know why? Because when God wants to do anything good, it is normal for the devil to enter the hearts of people who are even within. Remember when Moses was taking the children of Israel to the land of promise, even Aaron, his brother, his older brother, and Miriam, his sister, came against him and said, "Are you the only one God is using?" The devil entered them. They wanted to rubbish him. They wanted to rubbish Moses so that the people will look down on Moses. The same way they are trying to rubbish Mazi Simon Ekpa and also through, of course, rubbishing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by rubbishing Simon Ekpa, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have ordained Mazi Simon Ekpa to carry on this thing. As soon as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu raised the dragon flag, he pronounced the autopilot mode. He said, "We're in autopilot." He now said, "Listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa, because he's bringing a new dimension into this." Then he was taken away. God permitted that they take him away for a while so that Mazi Simon Ekpa can establish this new dimension very, very well. You think it's a joke? You think this thing is happening at just for formality? This is spiritually ordained. Everything is programmed spiritually. You cannot, whether you believe it or not, that is not our business. That we don't care about that. Whether you believe it or not, Mazi Simon Ekpa is the program that has been connected to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's a program. You know, when you see, when you want to get something done, or maybe you want to build something, you do a programming to actually, as a means of, if you have a computer, for instance, or if you build a robot, you build a program that will guide the operations of that robot. That robot is the ideology, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The program that is built, which is the new dimension, is represented by Mazi Simon Ekpa. He has been that program has been put into the robot. So the program that is imputed is what that program represents. Why I said it's Mazi Simon Ekpa is that new dimension you are talking about. That new dimension created by Okike, created by Chukwu, is the source of this mandate and the source of this freedom liberation stage we are in. You can't change that. If you like, envy him. If you like, jealous him. If you like, that's your business. Envy, just jealousy, envy will not even help you. You will be killed by jealousy, envy. You can't stop it. Mazi Simon Ekpa has been designed by the supernatural to be part of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for this freedom. That was why when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu raised the dragon flag, which is an evidence of our freedom. What does it mean? It means now we are coming with force. Because we have been going with protest, moving around. They came to Mpo, they killed us. They went around the Ezi River, they killed us. They threw us into the river, the Peter Obi, and all of that. They threw us into the river. They did all of this evil. That at that point, we were still struggling. We were still struggling. We were trying to be peaceful. We were trying to be normal. We were trying to be like human beings. We're trying to thinking that we're discussing with human beings, at least with protest, they will come to understand. Thinking that the international community will understand and also come to our aid. Thinking that people will reason. Thinking that, not knowing that Fulanis are cows, they don't reason. But it is good anyways. We followed them diplomatically for years. We followed them diplomatically from until 2 years ago when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu raised the dragon flag. December, 1 year plus now. December 2020, raised the dragon flag. But from the time when he began this thing, 11 years from that time he raised the dragon flag, the space of 11 years, peaceful demonstrations. But yet, the people who were trying to be peaceful with were not peaceful. They had decided to kill us. The devil had saw their heart to kill us. The devil was in their heart to kill us. So we were peaceful. They were killing us. We were peaceful, they were killing us. We raised Biafra flag, they kill us. We protest them, we celebrate Trump, they come and kill us. They were killing us because they knew we were defenseless, because they were capitalizing on the fact that we are peaceful people. They were capitalizing on the fact that we are reasonable. We understand what it means to dialogue. So their own means of silencing us is to capitalize on on what they call weakness on our side, which is also is actually a strength. Thank you so much, Eze. So my brother, you're making a lot of sense in your program. I have never been in your program like this before, but from today I stand here. Continue the good work. We're here to make it happen. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much, Eze. Thank you so much, Onyemachi. Thank you so much for that compliment. Thank you so much. I am grateful. I'm grateful. They are coming and maiming and destroying and doing all of this evil. They have been doing it from the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu began, even from the time Waziruke began. They forced Waziruke to stoop down. He now became a saboteur, destroying what he also stood for. But now they want to do it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is not possible. That is why they have kept him this long. They are strategizing, doing everything to make sure that they get him to bend before the election. So that when he comes out, when they bring him out, he will now come and tell us, now not to, we'll just let's just watch they are going to do. Watch what they are going to do. Let's just permit the election. We know what they are doing. But we know that Chukwu Okike Abiama is with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the ideology. He represents the heart of our God, the Lord of hosts. Some of us don't even understand that God is a God of war. We just hear it. We just hear it in church. They just say God is a God of war. You don't understand. They want to. Britain actually wanted to use Christianity to keep us because they want us. When you do anything to them, do anything to us, all we need to do is to say Amen. Okay, we forgive you. They were using it against us. They used that Christianity negatively against us. We're not saying Christianity is not good. Christianity is good, fantastic, because it is the concept of God. But they actually use it in a religious way to put us down so that we will not protest, we will not talk, we'll keep allowing them to suck our land, suck our oil, take our resources, put people over us who will keep us also in that subjugation. That is why they are using the pastors and the priests and the bishops and all of that to keep you, telling you peace, preaching peace. My peace I give to you, telling you about peace. They make sure you don't understand what peace actually means, because peace is not by being foolish. Peace does not mean foolishness. Peace comes by war. Even in the Bible, peace comes through war. Yes, my brother, not 100 Britain cannot stop us because Chukwu is with us. 100 of them, if no matter what they have, they can't stop us. Who are they? They cheat, we cheat, we eat, they go to work, we go to work. It is they rain falls on us, rain falls on them. They speak, we speak. They have eyes, we have eyes. They have nose, we have nose. They have mouth, we have mouth. We are human beings. We are all human beings the same. They have ears, we have ears. They cannot stop our breath because they didn't give us breath. We depend on the Almighty God, which we also depend to give us breath. We are all depending on Almighty God. Why would they make themselves overall? Why would they ever think that they are above us? What makes them think they are above us? They cannot. 100 of them cannot stop us. We are determined to get our freedom. Those times they actually had superpower, superior arms and all of that. That was why they got our people. If not, they could make a war and battle and all of that, we would have subdued them. But because they had superior weapons, so they were able to defeat us. Quite alright, it's good. They defeated us. It's nice that we understand that. But we know that no matter what they think they have now, we have more than them. Because now we are no more working just by ignorance. We also can manufacture those things. We also can produce those things. We also can see, they cannot do anything to us. They cannot do anything to us. They are already feeling the heat, and we're not yet in the last gear. That's true. They're feeling the heat. That is why they came with air bombardment, because they couldn't stand us on the ground. Our men were giving them water. They were dealing with them. And yet we have stupid Biafrans. All they do on social media is talk about Simon Ekpa. Is it that they don't reason? Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. Simon Ekpa is collecting money. He's raising funds. Where do you want us to have money to get weapons? It's not by raising funds. Or are you adapt, you are stupid. You think you have to raise funds to come and contribute to family meetings, then you go and say you want to do protest. You squander the money. Tell us you have printed t-shirts, you have printed banners, you have printed flags, you have printed and you have bought face cap, and your logistics, you rented so number of band musicians, you rented. That is what they were doing with all this money is collected in Biafra. If not by now, as Mazda said, we would have gotten jet fighters. That doesn't mean we are not getting them now. We're getting them. We would have gotten jet fighters. For the past 13 years, they frustrated Mazen Nnamdi. They were making him do things. They would be telling him, let's go, let's protest. No, let's make it peaceful. Let's go protest. Let's do this. He was asking for arms. Nobody was responding. He was telling us, these people are coming. We need arms. Nobody was responding. Because they only wanted ceremonial freedom fighting. They wanted, a traditional freedom fighting. Traditional, that they made it traditional, that where it is now a family meeting thing. We come every month to contribute money. No, the way we do family meetings in the village. Just contribute, and then when somebody has a need, you do that and give that. Then the executives can tell you that they have spent this money for so thing and all of that. They have done this for this, for that. That's the, even in family meetings, they try to be more transparent. But this time around, they have allowed this freedom fighting to become ceremonious, so that what they do is they collect the money and they keep telling you that they are doing protest here, they are going to that place, they are going to that place to do this, they are going to do this. All they want to do is they keep bringing in things that will make them spend the money, so that they will be stealing the money from them. And you heard the other time they were talking about when Ogwefi was talking about Chikedozie earning $2,000 per month. What is he doing? Freedom fighting to get your freedom. You are earning. Jesus Christ. Chineke, this is horrible. They are taking Biafrans for granted. Taking Biafrans for granted. That is what we are stopping. We are ending that impunity. We are ending them now. They think they have all because they have Britain behind them, and Britain, of course, have colonized many nations, sucking from all those places to sustain themselves. Lazy set of people who don't know. All they do is steal other people to keep a country. Look at the Queen, the diamond they stole from South Africa. You can imagine the Queen having over $17 trillion. I mean pounds, not dollars. 17 trillion pounds, richer than West Africa and more. 17 trillion pounds. You know what it means? Not naira. The budget of the budget every year. How much is the budget? How much do they have in their reserve in the zoo? They have looted everything. The Queen is worth more than 17 trillion pounds. 17 trillion pounds. Where is she getting the money from? From Africa. From all the places they are stealing from. And yet our idiots, all they do is come and castigate Simon Ekpa for fighting for freedom. And then they come and now they are jumping around Peter Obi. For God's sake. When did Peter Obi become the Messiah? When did he become the one that's now anointed to give us Biafra? So you think Fulani will now know that Peter Obi will come in and give you Biafra and allow him when they are coming to bomb? Don't you have sense? They are coming to bomb you because of that Biafra, and you think that they will allow Peter Obi to come in to go and give you Biafra? So Peter Obi will go down and bow down to these Fulanis and then come back to give you Biafra. How? Bowing down to them means that he actually receives permission from them to do what he's doing. That's what it means. We have so many enemies. Peter Obi fans, Nzama, security outfit fans, the defunct DOS members, enemies. But we will now, this bombing, this thing they have done now, after releasing their security outfits, then suddenly they have worked with their politicians to come and bomb, in the name of looking for yes. And this thing they have done has made us put them on spotlight. We are going to treat them as we are treating the Fulanis. As we are treating the Fulanis, that is how we're going to treat them from now. That's how we're going to treat them from now. That's how we're going to treat them from now. Because they have told us that they are We have tried to get to understand, we have tried to make them understand that you can fight for freedom and do it your own way. We have tried to make them understand that this is all about freedom. You should concentrate. They are getting worse and worse and worse. Now we know that they are enemies. They are stark enemies, staunch enemies. They are determined to rubbish this freedom, make the dead useless, make those who have died for this freedom, make their sacrifice useless, make Nnamdi Kanu's sacrifice useless. They have decided to spite on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have decided to insult him, to rubbish him, just like what they did to Christ, who came to save the world. They were spitting on him, they were beating him, they put a crown of thorns on him. The same way now, this Savior that God has given to us to restore Biafra, they have sold him, they have spited him, they have spat on him, they even went ahead to want to destroy the Heroes Day, where we're celebrating these heroes. Oh my God, these people are evil. This time around, we know that they are major enemies. In fact, they are the worst we have as enemies, because they are actually the strength of the external enemies. They are actually the strength of the external enemies. As I said, if not for Chukwu Kikiabiama, this with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu strongly for what we are seeing now has surrendered before. It's not what even himself was expected. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not expect this, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows the content of these people. If you listen to one of his videos, one of his audios, one of the messages he preached, he said he wants men. He said it's not that what we have are women. You know, when he says women, he's not trying to make women, cast aspersion on women. No, he's just saying that, women, the context of women being used as a weaker vessel. You understand? He's saying we don't have men, we have women. So what he was trying to say is that we actually need real people who actually have sincere hearts, firm and rugged. That was when he also asked for 100 men. So he knows the wicked. He said, do you know something he said? He said, if not that God sent him, he will not talk with anyone or any of you anymore. That he was referred to the people who were walking with him at that time. Remember, this time around, he has not been kidnapped. He was talking about them. He said, any of you, I will not talk to any of you. I'm not a member of DOS, so he wasn't talking with me. He was talking about those people who were working in the office of the DOS. DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But those people who are supposed to take orders from him, they command from him and execute, who are now calling themselves the command and control. They don't even have sense. So Chico Doziem will speak, he will say he's the command. How can Chico Doziem's words be the command? Who is he? Does he represent the ideology of or is it a Muhammad Abbas, the man who have sold out, and all these who have sold out, that they will speak, you'd say their words are command? Is it that Biafrans don't think? You're telling me that command and control. So if Chico Doziem speaks, it becomes command? You don't know what command and control means. Command and control means the ideology being passed from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to us to execute. So if what you are doing is contrary to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said before, which we know him of, or said when he was caught, like the issue of giving Mazi Simon Ekpa the platform, the slot on Radio Biafra, and transferring monies, if all of those commands were not obeyed, it simply means that you have actually deviated. You are not the command by working in the office of the DOS. DOS is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. DOS is not Chike Doziem or any other person. Because DOS represents the organ, the tissue that feeds the organ, the total organ called IPOB. So from the tissue of DOS, the other aspects of the tissues or the organ is fed with the right information or the right things. That means it's just like when you are fusing injection. You press injection into somebody's veins, it goes around the body and affects the whole body and also works in the whole body. That's part of that part you are pressing that injection in and through. That part you are pressing the injection through is like the DOS. That is where that action of putting in that liquid in through that vein is like the action of the DOS. That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu putting the liquid into us, putting the spirit into us, putting the teachings into us, putting everything that has to do with everything that has to do with has to do with the ideology and the spirit of Biafra Biafra, and the words of our God who wants us to be free, putting everything into us. And the thing is circulating in our body through the veins, getting to every one of us, including those ones who are called to work in the DOS. Their work is to enforce the command. Their work is not to be the command. Now they have made themselves the command by saying that they are DOS. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, DOS is me. So when these people speak, when anybody is working in the office of DOS and the person tells you to do this, make sure, as long as it's something that is in line with what I represent, you have to do it. You have to do it. And now they have made themselves DOS. They don't even understand. You see, they are not enlightened. They don't know what DOS means. Directorates of State, like it's just like the brain being the source of keeping, source of information to the whole body. DOS is like the brain in the human organ, or the human, office, the total makeup of the humanity, of the human body. The brain feeding the whole body everything it needs to have. That's what it is. That's what it is. Then ESN is the heart, making sure that everywhere is secure by passing the right blood around the body. They called Uchechi to come and talk the other day. She was talking about organ. She doesn't even understand what organ and tissue and cells mean. She's talking about mitosis, talking about symbiosis, talking about all of these things, talking about ectoparasites. She doesn't even understand. She was just saying all the rubbish she wants to say. They just move everywhere, trying to put themselves in everywhere, talking about things they don't understand. I've called them several times. Let's debate this matter. They can't come. I put it on Twitter. I want to face people. I put it on Facebook. I want to face people. Let's have a debate. If you know you have the right mind, you have the right attitude, you are true in this thing, come out, let's have a debate. No need to start threatening people, crossing people and all of that. I know how many threats they send to me every day. Message. I ignore them because I know they can't do anything to me. I've been called into this mandate to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through Mazi Simon Ekpa, and also to be part of those people among the 100 men who are going to make sure that this thing comes to pass. So I do my part. I play my role in the area God have called me to be in this function. And I don't struggle to take any position. I am not here for supremacy. Mazi Simon Ekpa said that Biafra's struggle is not a fight for supremacy. That is what these idiots are doing. We are the ones in charge. We are the DOS. You must listen to us. We are command and control. Whereas the enemy is killing. The enemy keeps killing. The enemies keep killing. What sort of evil is this? Mercy. While I said they are evil with monstrous hearts. Yes. Monstrous hearts and demonic. As I said, the things that these people never understand is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu believe that someone else under him can get this Biafra restored, but those who are claiming to be his followers don't believe. They are not there for Biafra. They are there for family meeting, traditional meeting. Just they thought that Biafra is another form of family meeting. So this time around now, instead of it to be localized in one family, it is now the families. They can now preside over every family, bringing all of them under the auspices of a name called IPOP. So now they contribute family, they contribute their dues, and they forward it. And then when they forward the monies to them, they now set a program where they are going to use, through which they are going to steal the money by creating a program. They will organize parties, events. They will organize seminars. They will organize other programs to make it look like they are active working. And then they tell you they are budgeting this amount for logistics. They are budgeting this amount for this particular thing. They are budgeting this amount for this kind of things, so that they will keep spending the money you are contributing for 11 years plus until the dragon flag was raised. Dragon flag represents the force of freedom. That's when the liberation began. And you don't, force is nothing but force. That is why we're picking up arms. They have told us that they are all out to kill us, including the local people who are helping them, the people who are called Biafrans, who are helping them. They have told us that they are all out to kill us. We are also telling them that we are also going to kill them. You're going to kill them. You're going to kill them. Can they debate? Do they have mental capacity to debate? Their intelligence quotient, their IQ is low. Let Uchechi She says she's intelligent. She spoke. She came out and started explaining giving some dead talks about flights, passengers, flight, the pilot, the crew, and then the passengers and all of that. She gave those analogy. Let her come out and let's talk. Let's analyze. Let her bring the points and let's analyze. Let her bring Uchechi and or another 4 people. I'm not boasting. I alone will sit down with those 4. Let the 4 of them face me alone. Let me leave other people. Let me not bother other people from the autopilot and mood. Let me alone sit down with them. Let them bring their analogies. Analyze the analogies. I'll use their own analogies to teach them that they don't know anything. They think we are here to joke. See how people are dying. See how people are dying. Look at how you can imagine what these people went through, what these people are going through. See the killing of our. Look at the picture behind me. This was Osu on Saturday. Come on. Are these people human beings? And people are still fighting the person who is making sure that we deal with these people. Can you do what Master Simon Ekpa is doing? All these enemies of Biafra, can you do what Master Simon Ekpa is doing? Can you? Yes, they think that Master Nnamdi Kanu's wife will stop us. You know what? They came with the sentiment that she's the wife, so when she talks, we will be careful, we will not talk. Master Nnamdi Kanu said, if you are my family member, if you are against Biafra, I am going to come against you. He said, it doesn't matter who. He said, even him, if he goes against Biafra, that we should kill him. Didn't we hear when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it? That tells you that Biafra is above any other person. Uchechi cannot come and talk rubbish and think we'll just keep quiet and look at him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was trying to be nice, be kind and all of that. She now came the second time to display more ignorance. I think we are here to joke. We are not here to joke. But we're telling them, this time around, it's not going to be the same. This time around, it's not going to be the same. Any of them that come out, let them come out to come and talk. Let them come out to come and talk. Thank you, my brother Izzy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shem Obunike, he said, Uchechi Kanu knew what happened to Alina. Yes! Look at her statement. If I am married, my wife is kidnapped. For 8 days, I didn't hear from my wife. I didn't inform anybody. I know the value of my wife. I know she's carrying out a responsibility that the whole world, that the weight of a nation is resting on her. She's the leader of Biafra, for instance. My wife is the leader of Biafra. She's the one just like Deborah in the Bible. And then she's missing for 8 days. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't create any alarm. I didn't talk about it on social media. I have a Facebook page. I have Twitter page. I never said anything. I just kept quiet. When he was extraordinary rendition, he came into the country illegally. You never made any statement on your Twitter page. You never did anything. You just stayed out. Then after you have seen that you have struggled and the thing that you wanted to affect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't affect him, and now you see that your team is going down. They are going down, and the things are going down for them. You now come out to speak so that to use the sentiment of our leader's wife, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, so that Biafrans will be fooled. You think we are foolish? But she will suffer for his very. She will suffer definitely. The spirit behind Biafra restoration will keep tormenting her. Definitely, she'll be tormented. She'll be tormented. Thank you so much, everyone. I have to end this broadcast here. I don't want to go more than 1 hour. We're already 59 minutes, almost 1 hour. And I'm going to come your way again. And we're going to have a joint autopilot team broadcast this evening. I'm going to speak extensively right there also. And at the same time, tomorrow I'm going to come your way again. By 6 p.m., I think this evening we're going to have an autopilot media joint team. The media team will come up jointly and we're going to be speaking. So please share this video. Let people hear. Let these enemies hear. Share it far and wide so it can go far. Share it on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on every part where you can spread this message, on YouTube, everywhere. Spread this news so that people can hear and know what is happening. We are taking them. We are going to deal with them. We are not going to joke this time around. Thank you so much for joining, and God bless you. Enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Kelechi Ambrose. This is Biafra Global Network. Thank you.